dangerous creature in the astral plane.
You just pinch it, you know?
Yeah.
Just...
And that whale's like, you know
They
what?
got pinchers?
Oh,
You don't
do
even
they
know
have
about
pinchers?
Find the answers to all these questions and much, much more, whether they're accurate or not, on Lore Empore. You can find Lore Empore on the Majesticus.
I mean, they're right. Jorenda, your face is so sexy. You killed the audio for everyone.
No, it's just
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken, Sluggers, and Muhammad Ali comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogle, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together in the group.
Leysath, the Divine, and the Sensible.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with, my bank account or my car or something like that.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger.
I don't know.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear us now? Like the Verizon guy, can you hear me now?
Good.
There we are. Okay.
Yay!
Oh,
Thanks.
but
Something.
still on. There we go. Yay!
Loud noises.
All right. I
Are we
think we're good.
live?
I think we're good now.
I
Yes.
think we are live. Welcome back to Roll for Weird, because last time I tried to do this, I said the wrong show. Who wants to tell us what happened last time?
I got some pretty good notes.
Oh, you did.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
God. Jeremy's
The last
notes.
time we had your notes,
mine are great.
They were fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I know we're in Boulder Springs, Missouri. And last time, should I make it good or read what I wrote?
You should just read what you
Read
wrote.
what you wrote.
And we'll
Well,
fill in.
that's the same thing.
I have we go to Mike House, dentist.
Yeah.
Rest go to Bear Arms Gun Shop.
Yeah.
Silas goes into Carl's gun shop for lead box.
That's
We
right.
need lead box
Oh.
filled with mirrors to trap monster. We
Yep.
get it. All caps. Fought monster, captured monster. DB
Oh.
said it's not the end.
All of those things are correct.
All of those things.
That
are
is
correct.
true.
It's basically a novel. Like that's it. That's all that happened.
It's like a
Oh.
novel.
Oh,
sent
Shadow
through,
got shotgun. That was a good part.
At least I stole a free toothbrush.
Yeah. Shadow also went to get a dentist appointment. And
It's true. We didn't go.
Well,
Not yet. There's still
No.
time.
Yeah.
There's still time,
You're going to be
yes.
getting a call in the morning here.
We gave them the Skate Town number.
Yes, you did give them the skate town
As
number.
my
They
phone
didn't
number.
recognize it.
which is crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of
There was like a
sketch.
50% chance they would have recognized it.
There's more than that.
I can't think
they
they.
recognize the area code at least.
I don't think there's like they get many calls, given that they're only open like 6 hours a week. And you could probably see whether they're open by looking out of your window.
Yeah, and so before that, we did also realize that we lost a big chunk of our memory and time, and so that's why when we killed this monster thing and sucked it into this weird box we bought/made, we got excited thinking that the hunt was over, and then we realized like, oh no, someone still fucking drugged us or something and wiped our memory. And then
there
we
was
saw
a figure running away.
Yeah, we saw somebody run into the woods. Fucking get him.
Yeah.
Well, that was part of my notes. I wanted the audience to feel what we felt like they also forgot what happened.
I mean, we usually do, don't we?
What else did we have? Filbert was bleeding, and
yeah, I was bait.
Oh, that's why Silas couldn't find anything, because he could only smell Filbert's blood.
I feel like I've been bait a couple times now already on this show.
Well, if you will insist on having no useful skills.
You know what? Literally the fucking episode DB just edited that dropped today, you guys cut my hand then too. You guys are always cutting me. You guys are always making me bleed.
I don't go for your hand for what it's worth, because I hate that trope.
Yeah, that's the worst spot on the body you can cut.
Don't bleed so easy.
Misty always goes for the eyes.
No, she doesn't.
The nostrils.
There you go. Yeah, sure.
I don't think the audience can have any more clear of an idea of what happened.
Yeah,
after that description. Why even listen to the last episode?
Pretty clear recap.
Thanks for the raid, Sash.
Thanks, Sash.
Nice
appreciate you, Sash.
Yeah, thanks, man. Okay, so yes, you guys are in the woods, have captured the creature in this box, which is now firmly closed. Filbert is bleeding. You all did try to actually like damage the monster. It didn't take very well because it's made out of shadows and not our favorite angsty boy.
It's not made out of shadow.
Multiple shadows stacked on top of each other.
Shad eye.
Oh, we did put it in my magical pocket.
Yes, you have the box secured. Everything is golden, but you are in the middle of the woods. You did see someone run away. It's very dark, and they were dodging between trees. You could not really tell where they went. Silas, you changed into a dog, right? And that's where you were gonna go after.
To try and track him, yeah.
But Filbert's blood was
just too goddamn sweet. I believe I licked up a little bit of it actually.
Yes.
As a dog.
Can you roll me your act under pressure to make sure you don't attack Filbert?
Absolutely not.
Please.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
You asked nicely, so yeah. What did I get? Oh, plus cool, right?
I believe so, yes.
A flat 7.
So you didn't fail.
Correct.
But I am gonna say that you started licking at some of the blood that was on the ground. You didn't go for Filbert, but there is still blood around, so you're like,
I'm just licking that shit up as a big old Mastiff.
Yeah.
16 stones of dog.
Damn.
Yeah, they're big dogs.
Sorry, that's got me. So you guys are in the woods. What would you like to do?
I forget who all saw the figure? Did we all see the figure?
I want to say you did, yes. If not, somebody definitely pointed it out because Misty was gonna spell sling that person, but they couldn't get a clear enough shot.
Yeah, I was trying to basically hold person, but couldn't see it well enough.
Yeah. I didn't have line of sight on them.
So it sounds like we're on a foot chase.
I mean, if we can figure out which direction it's going.
I don't know how to do that.
Can I?
What, run?
No.
Yeah, hold on.
A track a thing.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I don't have any special abilities that would allow me to follow someone.
While I am still a dog, can I see if I can muster the effort of will to have another go at see if I can catch its scent, because I still have all the physical abilities of a dog.
Yeah, I'd say that you can try to pull yourself away from Filbert's blood. His delicious blood.
Would that be another act under pressure?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Grade A blood. Mostly steak and beef jerky.
It's another 7.
Okay. It is very hard. You think you pick up a scent, but you're not really sure if it's not like if it's that person's scent or if it was somebody else who's in the area. You have like a mixture of different scents in the area.
Well, I'll follow the trail until it splits.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So you're starting to try and follow the trail of this like different senses that you're trying, or sense that many different people have been traveling in this area, because you know that it's very close to like the spook lane where kids party.
So there was some kids banging on a filthy mattress, like ugh. Not that we witnessed, but I mean, it was evident that had happened.
Absolutely not.
It was evident that had been going on down there. Yeah. Okay.
So you start walking and you're kind of going back towards the road, but then you catch like a little bit of a different scent and you start following that one. You're trying to follow these different scents, and they're all like scattered a little bit. And you're having a hard time focusing. At some point, you do go farther back into the woods, but you're not seeing anybody.
Are we all following this together?
If you want to be, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're like sticking with Silas and chasing after him as best as we could, can I feel like the whole time as we're running, I would be like trying to see like, are we following footprints? Are we following any sort of trail? Is there any physical, visible trail we're following in addition to what Silas is sensing?
You do see that there are times when Silas is following what looks like a footpath that it's just been worn down over time. There's not a lot of like footprints because it's kind of dry right now. But you're definitely able to like, Silas is often going off path and going around, but then it leads back to the path and stuff like that.
Okay. I'd like to kneel down and Shadow places palm flat against the ground on this trail we've been following. And I'm going to try to use some of my old black magic to do something beyond human limitation to see if I can pick up magically a trail of something that had just recently crossed this, went this direction. Like, is there some sort of tracking thing I can do, or like kind of like use my magic to be like, yeah, like in the last minute, like something went this way, or anything? Or I guess investigate a mystery. It's up to you. Would you rather me investigate a mystery or use magic?
I know that would you prefer to use magic to try and get like maybe a lead more? Or do you want to try and do this like detective style and see if you can see any like visible tracks that might have happened recently?
Well, I feel like if at any point we know we're on the right trail, I could like lean down and like if I see even one footprint, like use that as like this is what I'm using. I'm going to track whatever made this footprint. Like, so even if it's not the entire trail, if at any point it was like, yeah, this is like a print made by whatever that thing is that we were chasing.
Yeah.
and like flavor wise, I mean, it's my magic that I'm using, but I feel like I could ask the right questions with investigate a mystery or use magic, depending on what you want me to do.
Why don't you go ahead and use magic to see if you can pick up any traces of like magical essence in the area. You would know the difference between the creature and a different kind of magical essence because you guys visibly saw what that was. So what did you roll, Jerry?
I got a 14.
Oh,
fucking hell. Okay.
6 and a 5 plus 3.
Wow.
So after a little bit of time, you see Shadow bend down to the ground, and he just puts his hand on the ground. And Shadow, at first, your vision fills with like different lines of like where people have gone. But then like there's this one, and it's a bright color that is of magical essence that you can see weaving through the trees.
Okay, yeah, I feel like out of the list, what I would be trying to do is observe another place or time. Like, can I see whatever made this track? And like, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yes. So as you're doing this, and your vision kind of just like goes over a little bit, everybody just sees that you're concentrating. You do see it is a humanoid person running through the woods. They have a long jacket on and a hood up, so you can't really see their features or anything. And they're about of average height, and they're just booking it through the woods, and it looks like they're heading back towards the road.
So does this give me enough insight to kind of direct Silas which of this like split path we should continue to follow?
Yes.
Okay.
You know exactly that he would need to go back towards the road.
Shadow will stand up, and I feel like my eyes have the slightest of shimmering to them, and then they uncloud, and I just look over and I'm like, it went this way. Whatever it is, it went this direction.
I will say that while you were like seeing this person, you did see that they had like a bag over their shoulder, and you could see that the glow of their trail was coming from that bag.
Okay. And there's some sort of magical thing on it. I couldn't see what it is, but it's definitely giving off some really powerful energy. Do you feel what I'm feeling, Misty? I mean, it's something. It's really powerful.
Am I feeling the residual power?
I will say it's a little bit harder for you because you're not like focusing in as much as Shadow was. But you could definitely, you feel magic in the area. You're not sure if it's because the creature was just there or if it's this thing that Shadow was also talking about.
Sure. Yeah, I can feel something. I would need to focus a little bit better to figure out what it is, but...
It's a kind of magic.
Get out.
Well, it's fine. There's no sense wasting time arguing about it. We need to go this direction. Come on, Silas. Let's go, boy.
Do you know? Do you know where it is heading, Shadow?
It's hard to explain. It's just like lights, ideas, inklings of what's going on. All I know is it stands on 2 feet like all of us, and it's going this direction. Every second, it seems like it's growing more faint.
Silas, as Baskerville, has made sure that he's like locked onto the correct scent now and is like bounding off down the path.
Yeah, I'm gonna run after him.
We're aware that this direction leads to the road.
You would be as soon as you started heading that direction. You know that's where your guys' car was, and all of that.
Leysath is going to turn to Filbert. The other 3 are already off and running. Filbert, would you like to join me at the vehicles?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if we've ever bamfed together before.
Let's try. I want to use my angel wings.
Oh god, bad shit can happen, can't it? To me.
And yeah.
Maybe I should just walk, I'm saying, right before you roll this 2 or whatever the fuck it is. I don't like the hesitance.
It's only ever been bad when I've been bumped, so
Well,
not today.
Fuck.
You do have luck.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. What does
Okay,
on an
geez.
8?
That on a 7 to 9, I don't quite manage it. Either we're separated or we appear in the wrong place.
Who gets to pick that?
That would be
I
DB.
do. I do.
Deebles.
Okay.
Both can
Much
be fun.
Deebles.
To be fair, I feel like we're all Banffs every time.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say you two get separated. So you Banff and you end up where you want to be. Leysath. Wow, I'm so sorry, names. But Filbert, you find yourself standing in a bathroom.
All right. Funny, Leysath. Where you at?
Leysath is nowhere around. It's dark in here, because it's the middle of the night. But but as you're like feeling around, it is a public bathroom.
Can I see at all? Like, can I see the door to start heading
It's
towards?
dark, but you could like feel around and find a light switch if you wanted to.
Yeah. I'll start heading over to the wall and feel around, try to flip on the light, see if hopefully that works.
Yep, you flip on the light and you are in a female bathroom that you've never seen before.
All right, I'll open the door and head out. Kind of poke my head out sheepishly a little bit. Hope no one.
Poke your head out into a dark office.
An office?
Well, a waiting room.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. All right.
Really? It's gonna be that or Skate Town, man.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know which it was gonna be. Yeah.
Leysath has never been to Skate Town, so I don't know why she would Banff you there.
Yeah, well, just from how much we've talked about it, it's been implanted in Leysath's head. No,
it's like we've all been there.
All right, yeah, I'll.
So long as you don't chew no goddamn gum.
I'll realize pretty quickly that I'm in a dentist office, and just realize that it being middle of the night, no one's gonna be here. I don't really have to be too sneaky, and I'll just like head to the door, try to unlock it from the inside to get out.
Okay.
I've been picturing like those, like the little
latch.
Yeah, little latches. Yeah. I'm just gonna unlatch it and just try to skedaddle.
Oh.
You unlock the door.
Oh no.
And you go to open it. And you hear an alarm go off.
I'll close the door gently behind me as I start running. Just fucking hauling to the nearest woods I can see.
You're in the middle of town, buddy. There are no woods here.
Oh god, I picture this place like so small it was always woods inside.
No. I mean, it is small, but it's not like a tight area of like woods. It's very much.
The fucking one guy with no magic. Oh, you know what? Oh shit. I'll call Shadow. He'll know what to do. While Shadow's in a foot chase.
I answer the phone.
Okay, your phone goes off, Shadow.
I'll answer it. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I need.
We almost got this asshole.
Okay,
what do you do? What's up?
Cool. I need you to come pick me up near the dentist office.
What?
I'm about to be arrested, I think. I'm just gonna start walking now.
I'm literally in the middle of the woods chasing Silas right now.
Okay. Well, who's all with you? You got a lot of people. Somebody can come pick me up. You don't need all of you.
We'll meet you at Skate Town. Talk to you later. Bye.
Oh.
Hangs
Can
up.
I sneak Skate Town from here, TV? No. Do I? No. I mean.
You can see Skate Town from any point in the town.
I have to stop because Leysath is going to realize real quick that she didn't have Filbert with her, and she's going to go find him.
I was gonna say I'm gonna try to start running towards Skate Town if I can orient myself at all in this town. I feel like we've Google
That's
mapped
the one place you can orient yourself.
I feel like we've searched it. You know what I mean? Like we looked it up. We know about Skate Town. I feel like I would probably know which way to start running.
You have a hotel room that you could go to, but no, let's go to fucking Skate Town.
We're going to fucking Skate Town.
Jeremy, not me.
Shadow just chose the one place that he figured all of us know how to get there.
At this point, it's Chekhov's skate town. We have to go there.
It's required.
Because Leysath's not with us, right?
No, Leysath is at the car.
Okay, so I'm chasing Silas. What is Misty
Towards the
doing?
car.
Wait, we're not chasing Silas towards the car.
Yes, because
Is Misty with me?
car.
Yes.
So the three of us are in the woods. Arguably the three most magical people, and then Filbert is
look on Adam's face.
About to get
broke into
arrested.
a dentist office that I made an appointment at, and now you're running through Boulder Rock, Missouri, or whatever the hell, and Leysath is where?
At the car, because that's where I wanted to go with Filbert, but I screwed up, and he ended up somewhere else that I had been.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn to Misty and be like, "That was Filbert. He said we're meeting him at Skate Town."
All right,
Silas, where is this guy? It's okay. Filbert's not with us. You don't have to play these charades.
I've turned back into an old man. Well, if you want me to track as a dog, I need to be a dog.
I just meant talk. I don't know. You can't talk when you're a dog.
I can't talk as a dog. No.
I'm gonna just keep running and leave the two bickering assholes behind me.
Take a few faltering steps as an octogenarian, and then turn back into a dog and go on running after the trail.
I'm imagining that, like, based on the way I did the magic to track this, like, I'm holding my palm out and like lines are appearing on it that are like vaguely turning to the right or left or straight, and I'm like using this thing as
your GPS,
like a compass
through.
GPS. Yeah, like I'm running, following this, and that's just how I imagine this magic is kind of working for me right now. And I'm like, this way, to the left, and like I guess Misty's already on it because she's way ahead of us and seems to be going in the right direction.
Yes.
I like tap it into his brain somehow and just like, we're not asking questions, just let's go.
Leysath, you get back to the car. You notice that Filbert isn't there.
Oh no.
The other thing that you notice, though,
oh dear,
is all of the doors to your guys' car are open, even the trunk.
Oh, this is a problem.
That's a
and
big problem.
all four tires are slashed.
Oh, this is Misty is going to be very displeased.
At least Filbert's not there to take the blame for this one.
Perhaps
Jerky
I
shrug everywhere.
should.
That's not canon, I hope. Or I am gonna be shit on.
All the bags of combos are just like strewn about all around the outside of the car.
Jesus.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Not the combos.
This is a problem. Filbert? Filbert?
Nothing. There's no answer from Filbert.
Oh hell. I'm going to concentrate on him and bamf to wherever he is, which is apparently in the middle of a parking lot running away from the dentist.
Filbert, you do hear sirens.
I imagine.
And Leysath, do you have to roll anything when you bamf alone?
No, when it's just me, I just get there.
You bamf next to Filbert and he's running. So you bamf and you're standing still and he's running away.
Oh, Filbert, what happened? What did I miss?
Yeah, you sent me to the dentist's office and the alarm went off.
I am very sorry about that. Would you like to try again?
No, run with me.
But do those sirens not mean something?
Yeah, they're gonna come and get us.
Well, perhaps I should remove us from here.
That didn't work last time.
Well, I'll try it again, and I grab your hand.
It's the word. It's gonna put me right back in there. What was it?
That is a 4 and a 6 is 10 plus 1 is 11. Yes.
Hooray.
Okay, so where are you going?
Back to the car. Because it's a place I'm familiar with.
Yes, it is. So you grab Filbert, him protesting profusely, And you guys vamp back to the car just as the other three come running over. And Misty, your car.
I just stop dead and look at it. Just okay.
I did
Before I
not do
start
this.
screaming. Okay. Any idea what happened?
I would assume that the thing we are chasing is probably responsible for this, and we probably ought to continue going.
Yep. I'm not gonna be able to get the tires replaced just yet. I want to check before we keep running, I want to check the compartment where the spare tire would usually be and see if my collection of various hunting materials is still there. I don't like that smile, DB.
No, they're not.
And they're just gone. They aren't like strewn in a million directions.
They are gone. It looks like whoever did this kind of knew what hunters did and how they hid their stuff.
I mean, it's not like there's that many places to hide that sort of thing anyway, but
that's fair.
Right. Someone who knows a little bit about what sort of things we do and how we do them has gotten to my card. Let's go find them and make them pay for that. Attaboy, Baskerville.
As you guys are looking, you do see some like tire tracks that weren't there when you guys showed up. And they look like van tire tracks. Like one of those big passenger.
I thought you said vampire tracks.
Yeah, DB,
You're just following Silas.
DB, you still are awfully soft.
I'm sorry. Let me see what I can do about that. Is that better?
That is better.
Okay.
I'm just over here like, this is Drundu's other character. We're chasing that van.
It is not the frozen food van.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Are we sure?
I mean, I don't know. Probably not.
All right. So what direction does it look like those tire tracks are going in?
Back into town.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're still on foot, at least for the moment. So
Shadow, your magic is getting a little wobbly and it's starting to fade.
Yeah, it looked like it went that way, but I don't know. It's going a lot faster than we are. It's a lot of distance getting put between us right now. Whatever it is pretty fast. And I guess knows how to drive or has friends who can drive.
Hard to say either way. What time is it and how dark is it at this point?
Very dark, because you know that the shadow creature did not attack until after sundown. And you guys have been running around for a bit, so it's probably closer to midnight, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And you're in the middle of nowhere, so there's not like a lot of light in this area.
Silas resumes his usual form, since being a dog will serve no further purpose. Mightn't we try scrying to follow the tracks directly through astral projection or divination of some sort?
We could probably do that. Yeah, we can observe another place or time, perhaps. See if we can't locate a van that went driving away from here. You know, observe the roads that we know lead up into this area from here. It can't be that far ahead of us.
It's mainly, so you're currently on what's almost considered a gravel road. It's not a very well paved road, and you know it leads two ways. You can go one way and you can go go back towards town the other way. It's getting, so once you get a certain way, it does hit another like another road that you could go one or the other towards town. If you would like to astral project, you can roll some magic.
Which of us are you talking to?
Misty, you're the one who talked about it.
Yes. It is less. It's less astral projection as it is observing. I want to scry.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I roll to assist.
Sure. Roll
It's help out, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is that
Because it could add bonuses to Misty.
I think that's cool.
It's cool. So it's just a flat roll.
Ruh-roh.
An 8.
I think you get 1.
So yeah, it gets a hold 1.
Help. Yeah, 7 to 9. Your help grants them +1 to their roll, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
Yeah.
I'm just standing in the middle of the road, like chanting.
The car just comes over and hits the old man.
You know.
No, you as Missy is doing this, you feel like something is watching you, Silas, but you're not sure where it's coming from.
I rolled a 9.
9 plus the
No,
1?
nine,
Or...
nine total.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I rolled a 10 with that +1.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you do see you see the van. You're able to see it. It's going through town. And the van looks familiar to you.
I fucking knew it.
Go on.
You see this big van that you definitely know that Mike was driving around. Mark, not Mike.
I thought it was Ricky. What the fuck was his name? Is it Mark? Is it the stoner guy?
Because I kept doing the Tommy Wiseau thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still not entirely. I don't remember who that is right now.
I thought it was the stoner guy, but
it's the guy that you guys met at noon and then completely forgot and met up with him again, and he took you to Spook Lane.
He was the friend
stoner.
of
Yeah.
the party man from the first episode.
Ashford.
I thought his name started with an R for some reason, but I remember the stoner guy, and I was thinking like he's fucking too helpful.
Okay. If I'm able to like latch hooks basically into that van and follow it, can I see where it goes?
Yeah, so it drives around for a little bit, trying to get probably just as far as away as it can from that area before it turns into a small house. Not turns into the driveway of a small house.
Yeah, it doesn't transform into a small house. I gotcha.
All right. Can I get the address?
Yeah, you'd be able to find it easily. Like, you know the exact pattern of how it went through town. It's not a huge town and everything is on a grid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy for you to figure out.
Okay. So I will actually stay and observe for a moment to see who or what comes out of the van.
It is a humanoid person. You're assuming human, standing on 2 feet, wearing similar clothes, but they're also wearing a long jacket now with a hood up. And they walk into the house.
Okay. Do I hear any sound that would indicate that the door is locked behind them?
Yes.
Okay.
Several of them.
Noted.
Yep.
All right. Once I've gotten all the information that I think I can get out of that, I'll pull back away from the scrying, and I imagine my eyes were just like whited out during that, kind of glowing a little bit.
Yeah,
blink a couple times. Right. Well, the van belongs to our stoner friend who showed us around up here, and I have the address for where he is.
Right, let's go kill him.
Perhaps our magically inclined friends might attempt to repair the tires. Is that a possibility? I don't do that sort of magic. I could transport us back to the hotel one at a time, but I don't think Filbert would let me do that again tonight.
Yeah, so I guess I'll try and do something beyond human capabilities, like
fix rubber.
Yeah, by melting the rubber with and then try to shape it together or something.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah,
you're gonna try to fill these tires back with air then too.
By heating up heating up my hands and melding the rubber, and then expanding the surface pressure of my lungs to be able to blow up a tire. It's certainly beyond human capabilities, right?
Please use magic, Jesus.
If he fails, he becomes a tire.
I mean, I'm also a shapeshifter, to be fair, as being a vampire, so it's not. I've turned into a cloud.
You're not gonna fill up a tire with your cloud self, my dude. And also, one tire, not all four. I'm not gonna let you split your body.
A 10.
Okay. You definitely get these tires shaped back up. They are Misty will be able to drive with them. Eventually, you will want to get new tires.
I'm not saying I'm like Goodyear, just so we can move.
We're just like limp to a shop, or at least back into town proper.
Yeah, anyway away from these bloody woods.
Yeah. So you guys all pile into the car.
Shotgun.
Misty calls shotgun.
I do not.
No, I'm sorry. Leysath calls shotgun. Misty's driving.
I have the keys. I'm driving.
That's what I said.
Window.
And then...
Window. One of you fuckers got middle now.
Silas turns into a cloud and just hovers in
the back, in the trunk.
In the cabin, in the trunk.
Misty's gonna wreck.
Wow, this is great. Like, why don't we just do this all the time?
Because
this
Misty's
is so much more
wreck.
room.
I can't see shit.
I can see just fine. I don't need rear view mirrors. Well, at least not that one, not in the middle.
He's not that foggy. I mean, you can see right through him. Come on, Filbert.
Right. I'm gonna limp.
It looks like you guys are hot boxing. Can I just say that?
That's how I've been picturing it.
We're just coming out in this beat up car now, out of a place where teenagers go to hang out with
my
this
poor
thick
little car.
cloud.
You ever think like we're just inhaling Silas? Like we're all a little bit in Silas now.
No, Silas is a little bit.
Or at least
all
he's
of us. Oh.
Oh God. Okay.
Does Silas make us high?
I mean, do you, Silas? What's happening?
Like, what happens when I inhale Silas?
He's been away from home for a while, so I don't think he's had any kind of wizard intoxicants that he would normally have participated in.
You can't get those here.
Nah,
No,
not out, not in Skate Town.
That's the only place you can find them.
Yeah, well, I mean, they usually take the form of gums, you see, so they're strictly prohibited in Skate Town. No, nevertheless, yeah, it's just like you're standing near a fog machine in a nightclub or something. It's not particularly unpleasant, although you get the sort of you get a faint kind of musty old man smell.
Oh God,
Werther's original.
Yeah, well, it's like a cross between like Bengay and Werther's Originals.
So you guys
baby powder.
ECP.
Denture paste.
Just generic old man smells. A little bit of brimstone.
I'm gonna look at Filbert and be like, "So what happened to meeting me at Skate Town?"
Leysath
not gonna talk about this.
Stole me.
He stole you?
Yeah.
Were you going to meet me at Skate Town?
Yeah, I asked Leysath. I was running like full tilt.
Can we talk about why did you break into a dentist's office? We already went in there.
Leysath?
You can't just keep blaming everything on Leysath.
Everything tonight was Leysath's fault.
Oh.
Those two things, I mean.
Dude,
you said everything tonight.
I meant those, like the two big things that happened to me.
Filbert, you are very lucky that I have a great deal of affection for you.
I'm sorry, I just never vamped before and it scared me.
Well, we should practice it so that you are more accustomed to it, and I am more accustomed to your presence and don't lose you next time.
I don't know if there should be a next time. That was real scary. I almost got arrested. And I can't like turn into a dog and break out of jail.
I apologize. If you hadn't attempted to leave the building on your own, I would have been able to rescue from there.
Yeah.
Do we hear sirens?
So as you're getting into town, and you're limping down the road, where are you going, first of all?
How far is that address from the hotel?
I will say that it's probably about like half a mile.
Okay, then I want to go to the hotel to ditch the car there because the car is empty and currently of no use except for transport, and then we can walk the half mile. A half mile is not far.
Okay. So yeah, you dump the car at the hotel with nothing in it, and you start on foot. You do hear sirens. You do know that the police, the dentist office, isn't like right next to where this house is, but it's in like the vicinity. So you hear a lot of sirens, and you are just 5 weirdos walking down the street in the middle of the night.
We're not any 5 weirdos. We're the Backstreet Boys.
No, you're not. Are you really doing this?
Please.
Shadow's been wearing the hat since last episode, canonically. I think that was already mentioned.
All right. Everybody. And then, yeah, the glamour is cast.
I forget exactly how this works for... like for me, and I don't know if Leysath can do glamour.
The way it worked before was Silas, and I don't remember if Misty and Shadow helped, but yeah, we just cast a spell to put a glamour on all of us.
I can certainly help if that's necessary.
I think I may need some assistance. Yeah.
Well, to help a person, Misty.
Sure.
We almost went 2 episodes without Backstreet Boys popping back in.
Well, Backstreet's back.
All right.
Cool. All right, it is 8.
Okay, so you get to hold one, or you get to...
And put yourself in danger of the Backstreet.
I mean, walking with you guys, I'm in danger anyway.
We got a 10 with that extra 1.
You all look like the fucking Backstreet Boys yet again.
Hell yeah, we do. Right.
The 5 Backstreet Boys walking down the street.
Hey, Shadow, which one's this? Which one am I? I can't see myself.
You could tell by the other 4.
Whichever one you were last time.
I don't remember. Okay. I forget who I was last time, too.
How could you possibly forget which one you were last time?
Jacob.
What are you doing? There's not a Jacob in the Backstreet Boys. Don't ask me why I know that.
Because that was my first
concert. That's cool. Yep.
I was in 4th grade.
Wee babby.
Look, I don't know all their names, Filbert. All I know is I'm AJ because I got this badass hat.
Yeah, yes, Shadow is AJ. Adam, you're Kevin.
All right, I'm Kevin.
Misty is Brian. Silas is Nick, and Leysath is Howie.
There you go.
Because why not have those in my notes?
I got the same goatee. My goatee didn't even change. It just got a little darker.
So yeah, the Backstreet Boys are walking down the street, and you guys are heading towards Mark's house. I think we're gonna take a break because I've had too many liquids.
Fair.
All right.
We will be back in like 5-ish minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, Backstreet will be back.
Yeah, Backstreet will be
All
back.
Right.
Back.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken, Sluggers, and Muhammad Ali comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogle, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together in the group.
Leysath, the Divine, and the Sensible.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the edgy initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with, my bank account or my car or something like that.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, spellslinger and trenchcoat enthusiast.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, elderly vampire.
There's only one Filbert. They broke the mold when they made Filbert.
And Dragonbait as the Creeper Keeper.
Silas, get back in your room!
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday. Available on Apple or wherever you find your podcasts.
Ah, so nice of you to stop by. Come in, come in. I'm Silas Lancaster, and this is my library. Within these tomes, you will find tales of monsters, both figurative and literal. Tales to make the strongest of us blanch in fear. Such stories are dangerous, and consumption must be strictly rationed. As such, I shall share but one story from my library each Thursday in October each year. Be sure to tune your wireless receiver to Storytime with Silas. Alternatively, subscribe on those podcast providers the youth seem so fond of.
Campaign 2 of Halfway to Heroes. Darker, grittier, and much more dignified than Campaign 1.
We see the Forever Storm, a 50-mile wide storm centered on the Severed Key. Though dangerous, it is vital to the survival of nearly every being in this slice of pizzazz. This source of energy is...
I forgot the name.
I forgot the name. Pizzazz or pizzazz?
Pizzazz.
It sounded like he said pizzazz.
It's supposed to be pizzazz or whatever.
You know what? I knew that was gonna happen.
I forgot all about it, dude.
Okay, maybe not. But either way, join us every other Tuesday wherever you get your podcast as we start a brand new story featuring 4 monsters that have to put aside their differences if they're to stop the armies of men once and for all. Do you like Dungeons & Dragons lore? Do you like drunk history? Well then, Lore and Pour is the show for you, where we combine the two. I'm Adam DeWeese, and I'm the host, and I bring on a cast of rotating guests, and we hang out before the show, have a few drinks, and then they are given their topic 30 minutes prior to pressing the record button, where they study up on the topic, and then we hit record, and whatever they say goes. They are treated as if they are the leading experts in the field, and I ask the questions that you never thought you needed to ask, such as, how do mind flayers go to the bathroom?
Yeah, they just go one time, and it's pee and poop, and it's green.
What's the most dangerous creature in the astral plane?
It just pinch it, you know?
Yeah.
It just...
And that whale's like, you know
They
what?
got pinchers?
Oh,
you don't even know about
pinchers.
Find the answers to all these questions and much, much more, whether they're accurate or not, on Lore and Pour. You can find Lore and Pour on the Majesticus Network and wherever you download your podcast every other Monday right now.
Space. The final frontier.
Mayday alert. We are under attack.
Oh, blarney. I kinda gotta watch the tube for 10 seconds.
Rerouting auxiliary power to abjuration shields.
Someone get on those cannons. We've got company.
Are you looking for a Dungeons & Dragons sci-fi fantasy space adventure? Then what you are looking for is Eclipse. Join our crew every other week as we struggle to keep the galaxy safe. With Dr. Shepard, the Illithid cleric.
Space pirates. That was wild.
Ava Elkin, the human monk.
If we play our cards right, we might not be totally screwed.
Lita Nove, the ASMR bard.
We should be arriving in Amaron in about 2 hours.
Info O. Scott, the Warforged artificer.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and fire the sonic cannon here.
Kanan Vargas, the tiefling sorcerer.
Does anybody else think this is like a super aggressive move?
And I'm Jeremy Fair. I will be your dungeon master. Eclipse can be found on Spotify, Apple Music, or anywhere you like to get your podcasts.
So you've decided to make a new home for yourself in the retirement community of Pennycross. We're very excited to have you join us. Here in Pennycross, you can enjoy some independence in your golden years. spending time with like-minded seniors without worrying about those darn kids on your lawn. We have a wide range of rental properties available and a variety of amenities staffed by locals who are middle-aged. No need to worry about crying babies or teenagers with attitudes serving you at the pub. In addition, there are dozens of clubs, guilds, and activities to keep you feeling young at heart. Join our lawn bowling league, the puzzle club, or our renowned knitting guild. Established by Agnatha Harper nearly 200 years ago, our guild has attracted a wide range of members. We're delighted that you're making Pennycross your final home. Please ignore the ominous smoke coming from the mountain. It only started a few days ago, and I'm sure it will dissipate shortly. Welcome home, weary traveler.
Crits and Knits is a 5e actual play podcast and Twitch series, with the live streams and the podcast drops alternating every other Wednesday, starting Wednesday, February 2nd on the Majestic Goose Network, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Gerundu.
And we are the hosts of Majestic Goose's newest podcast, Dice Talk. Dice Talk is a Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop podcast that dives into the deep topics of tabletop role-playing games.
Join us as we speak with passionate content creators, podcasters, authors, and more as we discuss all manner of tabletop and geek-related content.
Dice Talk is a bi-weekly show, so we're hitting your podcatcher with brand new episodes every other week, filling your ears with exclusive interviews and conversations that you can't find anywhere else.
Every episode is a new opportunity to hear from different creators in the tabletop community and just talk about Dungeons & Dragons and any other tabletop games that have made us who we are.
Dice Talk, now on the Majestic Goose Podcast Network. Make sure you check us out and subscribe so you never miss an episode.
A Majestic Goose Podcast.
In a world where adventure awaits and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely group of friends find themselves on the path to becoming heroes. But school will only get them halfway. Merlin, the human warlock barber guy.
Oh god, no, I gotta buff his butt! No! Can I refuse business?
Ubo, the turtle artificer.
Well, it doesn't work yet, but I'm working on it.
Ultrex, the discarded warforged paladin.
I don't eat or sleep or wear clothes, so I just sit in the corner and wait.
And Clyde, the Goliath barbarian in skinny jeans.
They're called skinny pelts, okay?
Find us on iTunes or wherever you download your podcast by searching for Halfway to Heroes.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken, Sluggers, and Muhammad Ali comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together in the group.
Leysath, the Divine, and the Sensible.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with, my bank account or my car or something like that.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger, and Trenchcoat Enthusiast.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, Elderly Vampire.
There's only one Filbert. They broke the mold when they made Filbert.
And Dragonbait as the Creeper Keeper.
Silas, get back in your room!
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday. Available on Apple or wherever you find your podcasts.
Ah, so nice of you to stop by. Come in, come in. I'm Silas Lancaster, and this is my library. Within these tomes you will find tales of monsters, both figurative and literal. Tales to make the strongest of us blanch in fear. Such stories are dangerous, and consumption must be strictly rationed. As such, I shall share but one story from my library each Thursday.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for holding out for our break. Who wants to recap what just happened so I don't have to do it for the podcast?
Leysath may have made an error in judgment. We were attempting to track a figure through the woods. Shadow was able to use some very impressive magic to figure out where this thing was going. And Leysath decided that it would be a brilliant plan to use her angel wings ability to take Filbert directly to the car so that we could catch this thing much more quickly, and lost Filbert in the dentist's office. Filbert broke out of the dentist's office and set off the alarms.
I didn't break out. I unlocked the door and left.
But as far as the alarm system was concerned, you broke out.
Yeah.
And I did return to him and retrieved him and brought him back to the car. The car was in less than perfect condition, which left Misty rather perturbed.
Nothing a little vampire breath couldn't fix.
True. Silas.
Well, there's the episode title.
Silas did repair the tires before we went back to the hotel. We dropped off the car because we really didn't need it, and also the tires are a little iffy. We then began walking towards the house that Misty was able to track, and we did disguise ourselves as the Backstreet Boys once again.
We're back.
All right.
Well, all right. Backstreet's back. All right.
I live for the moments when I make DB double face palm.
So we're all walking down this road. Where we headed? I mean, we're not chasing this thing, right? Are we just trying to get back to town?
Well, we know where he lives.
No, we're going to the guy's house.
Yeah.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, we're back in town. We dropped off the car at the hotel and we're walking to the house, which is like a half mile from the hotel.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fair. So you guys start walking down the street after turning into the Backstreet Boys once again. A car drives past you guys, and you kind of see them, like, they drive past and then they like double take.
Oh no, it's paparazzi again.
Before they keep going, because obviously the Backstreet Boys should not be in the small town, obviously.
I don't remember. Are we the Backstreet Boys as they are now, or the Backstreet Boys as they were when Misty would have been quite young?
I think now, right?
No, we're the modern Backstreet.
Yeah,
Boys.
because we want to frame
you are
the
old men.
And we're so convincing. This driving car did a double take.
Yeah,
like we're the back. Like that's the Backstreet Boys. Like that's how good we look.
My dude's 50 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop right there because I can see Danny getting ready to come through the screen at us.
So you drive down. You're driving down. You're walking down the road. That car was like, the fuck, but obviously it wasn't them. Couldn't be. Just some crazy people walking around at night. Clearly. And you get to the house. And the lights are out, but you see the van there. What would you like to do? I'm so scared to ask this question.
Does the van look like it's new enough to have an alarm on it?
No. Absolutely not.
It's a beat up old stoner's van, right? So
no,
yep.
I do understand that the human world has rules and consequences and whatnot, but it does seem fair to me that if this person took away our transportation, we might consider taking theirs.
Yeah, like a tit for a tit.
Tit for tat. But in which sense? Are we taking the car? Are we taking the van away from him, or are we flattening the tires?
Well, we just take the tires and then fix ours. You know what I mean? Just put these on your car.
That's not going to work. These are 22s.
They're not going to fit my car.
Yeah, Missy's got 16s.
Well,
How do you just know that?
We can take the whole damn thing. We can take all of it, not just the actual tire part. We can take the whole thing.
Or
At the very least, we should look for all of the items that were removed from Misty's vehicle.
Yeah, let's do some snooping in the van. And then maybe we'll go to the door and just say like our tour bus broke down or something and we need to use his phone. All of our cell phones broke down also.
Can clouds get into this house, do we think?
Maybe. You don't know.
This cloud's going to try.
I'm just a poor little rain cloud.
Yeah, so
Somebody's about to get a really extreme visit from the Tooth Fairy.
oh my god. So you bamf back. You bamf back into a cloud. I'm sorry, I'm very distracted right now, guys.
What Leysath does is bamfing. What Silas does is, I don't know if we got a word for it.
Shifting, whatever.
Shifting.
He's shifty.
He's shit.
He's
so
shitty.
you shift into a cloud and you start to
That's jambalaya.
try to
Vaping.
go around the door frame.
Yeah, underneath the door, through the keyhole. Any which way.
So as you start to do that, you guys can see Silas's like cloud go up against the house, but you are blocked from entering.
Oh.
Well. I'll turn back into a backstreet boy and
I will get close and speak quietly. Is that because you were not invited into the home?
That's never really been an issue before. I think it's
All right.
probably that it's magically warded. It would be my
That makes
suspicion.
sense. I've been watching a lot of shows with Filbert, so I'm
Yes,
starting to get the line blurring between true real world and the lore.
I mean, sometimes there are varieties of vampires that are prohibited from entering abodes without being invited, but that's another story for another time.
Right.
Yes.
While they're
must be attended to.
Yeah, messing with the house. I'll be kind of checking the van. I didn't mean to say house twice. I don't know why I did.
Checking out the old house.
I'd be kind of snooping around the van, and since you mentioned it doesn't look like it's got an alarm on it, I'll be like checking the doors, see if I can get in any of the doors, back,
It's
side.
locked.
Okay.
He's not that much of an idiot.
Now,
but
yeah, I was gonna say, could I try picking the lock? We established in the prison episode I know how to pick locks.
cars are a little different though.
And Leysath does have a lock-picking kit in her pocket.
Yeah, in that episode, I believe.
No,
Leysath
I know
was-
she does. I know she does. Picking a car lock is not the same as a door.
That is true.
Like they're not the same. Like
Don't
things.
you have a thing where you can just have a thing if you need it?
Crowbar.
Oh, let me.
Or just one-
oh wait, you
one of
know
those-
what? Let me
one
check
of
my
those things
pockets
that you
if I've
stick
got that
down the window
Jimmy.
and
Yeah.
just pop the lock. Yeah.
Let me see if I got a Jimmy. As a drag mate, I've got something called preparedness.
Okay.
I know your character sheet better than you. do.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I was
disgraceful.
actually looking at this earlier when you were blowing air into the tires. I was looking to see if I was about to see if I have any
Seems like
tire
a compressor
patches.
in your
I was wondering if you were gonna say like I have tires with me because of preparedness.
No, I was gonna
President
look
is
for
casually in my pocket.
I was gonna look for patches, but no, yeah. So I could roll a plus sharp, 10 plus. So it's when you need something unusual or rare, roll plus sharp on a 10 plus. You have it right here, right now. 7 and 9, you have it, but not here, and it'll take you some time to get it. So I think I just need to roll really good to just have a Jimmy, just carrying it. That's a 7 plus sharp. My sharp's 2. 9, so close. Oh, back in the hotel, I got a Jimmy if we want to walk back pick it
Do
up.
you think between my lockpick kit and the pumpkin carving set, there might be something that would work?
Wait. You have to jog my memory on the pumpkin carving set.
Right, our Halloween episode when we carved our pumpkins, we had such fun.
Yeah.
I kept an extra set and I put it in my pocket, so I do have a pumpkin carving set.
I mean,
It's got a long, skinny knife thing.
Yeah, I'll jam it in there, wiggle it around a bit, and see what happens.
Or alternatively,
What?
Or alternatively, Leysath can bamf back to the hotel, grab the Jimmy from wherever it is, and then bamf back.
Yes, I could do that.
I thought all of my Christmases had come at once.
Terribly sorry to disappoint, Granddad.
Never mind.
Now
I shall go to the hotel and retrieve it. Where do you have it?
it's in my book bag, my third book bag, the gray one.
The green one?
The gray one. The gray one.
All right. Yes. Just a moment, and I will go get it.
Yep. You go back to the hotel, you bamf into the room, you find the backpack. You're looking around a little bit and it looks like somebody's been through your room too.
Son of a bitch.
Dear.
But you find the Jimmy. I won't take that from you.
I know, but still, I'm feeling violated. Someone went through our shit.
What do you have in your
fake fantasy shit?
What do you have in your shit that you're so afraid of people finding?
I don't want people going through my shit, even if it's my fantasy shit.
Sure, I get that.
At least they didn't take her Jimmy.
Yeah, that's true. They're probably like, what's this fucking long, pointy, curved stick?
Anyway,
I think that might have been mine. Oh, no, sorry. No, you're quite right.
You grab the Jimmy and you get everything you need, and you go back to the house.
I do have some unfortunate news. It appears that our hotel room has been investigated.
Someone tossed her stuff.
Oh gosh, did they
Yes.
steal my Slim Jim? Hey, I just looked it
No,
up,
it's
and
right here.
that's what Jimmies are actually called, Slim Jims. Did you ever know that? I didn't, because I wanted to quit calling it a Jimmy, but Slim Jim sounds even worse.
If I kick him in the ankle, will he stop?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah. Snap into the van, Filbert.
Yes. Yeah. We'll deal with the hotel thing later, possibly after we pin this person to the wall. But let's look in the car first.
Yeah, that's probably something I need to roll for, right, Dragon Maid? Oh no, I can just. Oh hell yeah! I feel
like you know how to use a Jimmy.
I'm just so glad that, like, every other time we found a locked door or something, like they've used magic to pop it open or blah blah blah. Finally, my mundane skills, I can pop this lock and open the door up.
I mean, I could have just done something that was beyond human ability and just yanked it open or something, but I didn't.
Thank you, Misty, for giving me this
Misty just
spotlight.
pulls the car door off, throws it at the house.
Misty just goes to the other door and also unlocks that one. By the
No.
time
I'm gonna leave this up to Filbert. He feels like he's not really part of the team because he doesn't do magic shit. So I'm going to, let him do the thing that he's good at.
So yes,
that look on his face.
You get the door open, and it smells awful. It smells like weed. It smells like old fast food bags all over the place. It's a
body
bad
odor.
smelling card. Yeah, it's
Axe
bad.
body spray.
Just a little bit of Old Spice as well.
The atmosphere is flammable.
Filbert, if you ever, I know sometimes you feel rather dejected that you don't have any magical abilities. However, I want you to know that I shall always be as faithful to you as any dog, and come when you whistle.
All right, that's nice. That's nice to know, Silas. You want to go check out this van? It smells real bad in there.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be a start, because I don't want to go in there.
I mean, that was a good job though, Filbert. Like it was almost like magic.
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah, I keep telling you all. I mean, you might get like hit with a horseshoe that steals your magic abilities or something sometime. You need to know you gotta have a backup. You gotta have ways to do stuff without magic.
Oh, for heaven's sake! Can we just investigate this thing?
I'm not
sitting
going
around
in there.
biking yourself
Stinky.
This is coming from the man who makes beef jerky.
That's saying
random as
something.
shit.
That's saying something.
Old Silas will investigate a mystery.
There we go. Thank you.
I'm at a -1 for sharp, but I rolled an 11, so I got a 10.
Okay.
So using Baskerville's enhanced senses, perhaps.
Oh,
you get to ask me questions.
Yes, I do, don't I? Let me find what those questions are again.
I've got them pulled up if you want me to just read them off.
Yeah, if you would for me, because I'm lazy.
Is what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? Or what is being concealed here?
Well, we know where it is. It's in the house. What can it do, first of all?
So looking around in the van, you see different types of like weapons. Some of them are yours. It looks like they managed to get their stuff. You don't really notice if it's anything. It seems like it may just be human. So it does anything that a human can do.
Okay, so that sort of answers what can hurt it. Everything.
Everything, yes.
And you roll a 10. On a 10, you get 2.
I get 2, don't I? So, what's being concealed here?
So as you dig around in the trash, you do find a old looking journal. Handwritten, more modern, not like way back journal, but it's all handwritten. The writing is not the best. There is some like some spelling errors and things like that in it. But like you can flip through it. It has different entries. It looks like it may have been written by a younger person, maybe in high school for a while. But it goes through like several years. And it just talks about how much they hate this town and all this other stuff. And then one of the final entries just says, "I found a way to stop it."
Okay. It seems like we've got your standard disgruntled local fucking dickhead. I'm sorry, I'm not very articulate. I've been drinking.
Silas is over there just fucking pounding whiskey.
It's a really stressful hunt for Silas.
I mean,
it doesn't actually affect me.
After the blood situation.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well. Yes. Back into my voice. It seems that essentially, from the perusing this journal, it's a standard case of just a very disaffected youth in a town they don't like, taking out all their petty vengeance on this undeserving local populace.
So it's a mass shooter without a gun.
Yeah. Well, the kind of thing we see once or twice a month, really. Sadly.
I want to go over to the house and like put a hand up and see if I can feel whether it's an actual like shield spell that's around the house or just something that was keeping Silas specifically out.
So as you go over, you can tell that it keeps out anything supernatural, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
So can I like put my hand through it, or do I count as supernatural for the purposes of the spell?
I think it would affect anybody who has any like sort of magic stuff to it as well.
Oh, Filbert's about to shine.
Yeah, this is my night.
Stay gold, pony boy.
This is my night. I'm gonna go pick 7 locks real quick.
Or shoots him out with a shotgun, you know.
Yeah.
Silas gives Filbert like just a brief shoulder up, like a coach urging a promising young athlete to the big game. It's like, come on, son, you've got it in the bag, Filbert.
Well, the question is, we know. I mean, we all heard them locking those, dozen or so.
I heard it, but I
logs.
passed it off. Yeah.
So, where do we think we should try to head in from, or are we just gonna try to lure him out here, where all of us can be, or what do we think the plan's gonna be?
I mean, it depends on what we want, because really we still don't have any answers to why. Well, I imagine Lord Jeff Fuckhead's involved somehow.
He usually is.
Why we ended up out here in the first place is, and presumably what connection this fellow has,
and why we lost our memories.
Yes, my first thought was to just burn the fucker's house down, but I didn't think that would be particularly productive.
We got a lot of questions we need answered. Yeah, I still kind of like my idea. We say our tour bus broke down. We look like the Backstreet Boys. We try to get them out here, and then subdue them. Not non-lethally, and then we can ask any questions we need, or.
I mean, if you can get him to open the door, I can probably set a trap.
I mean, we're the Backstreet Boys, so let us in.
Well, but the thing is, I don't think you four can physically go in. So can they even, like when they go up and say when Misty or Silas try to get to the door, could they not even I'm just trying to figure out how far from the house this force field is.
It's not far. It's like it almost touches the walls of the house.
Okay.
Like it's a skin over the top.
Okay, so I would just need to okay. Yeah, so I think just knock. I don't know. You all let me know and I'll.
Well, before we do that, I'd like to retrieve everything possible from the van. I would like to retrieve all of Misty's weapons and anything else
that's in there that was taken from the hotel.
True. And anything that he owns, I would like to add to my interdimensional pocket. Because screw him. He took our stuff. I'm going to take his.
I just lean back and look at Leysath like, damn, girl. All right.
Yeah, we watched Training Day the other day, so.
Justice or revenge? The line's pretty thin on that one, but sure.
Either one works for me today.
Ooh.
What time of year is this?
That's a good question.
It's.
I don't remember.
It's winter.
Yeah.
How close? Are we just the Backstreet Boys Christmas caroling?
No,
I think we've.
It's after the New Year.
Yeah, I think we've passed Christmas canonically.
Yeah, because we did a Thanksgiving one, I think, and Halloween there for a minute, but yeah.
It's probably January, February.
I just feel like if this person recognizes us as the Backstreet Boys, there's no way we don't get invited in.
Right, but we're going to have trouble crossing the threshold, and that's going to raise some questions.
Yeah, that he's going to be like, hey, why can't, AJ, why you keep bumping into my ghost wall here?
Even if we're invited?
I don't know how, you know what? I was going to... I thought I had something oh no, never mind. That's act under pressure thing.
I'm gonna look at Misty and be like, is there not some way we can deactivate this? I mean, between the two of us.
I wanna recall the way that the spell felt to me when I reached a hand out to it and see. I don't know if you want me to roll use magic or investigate a mystery or whatever, but I want to try and figure out if I know what kind of magic this is. And if I know I know what kind of magic it is, but if there's a specific ritual used for this and if there is a way for us to counter it. Because I do have a forensic divination, which is partially what magic was used here. And it would
forensic divination.
Yep. The person who sets lots of fires also does forensics. Who'd have thought?
Yeah,
So
go
now it's
ahead
a
and
cover of
roll
your
for
tracks,
me.
right?
I think.
Which one?
Is it use magic for you to have the divination?
No, it's investigate a mystery.
Okay, then do investigate a mystery for me.
Okay. Okay. That's a 10.
Okay, you get to ask 2. Does that let
What
you
if-
ask different questions?
That actually lets me have what magic was done here as a free extra question.
Oh, okay.
So I get 3 questions effectively, asking that one as well.
Sure.
Oh.
So you go ahead and touch your hand to the wall, and you know that there is basically what would be considered like a focal point inside the house that keeps this thing this
Active.
shield around it. Yeah, it makes it effective. So it's something that he has put on the house that has been there and basically just stays there. And it's a higher magic that is very hard to counter.
Is it something that I think I'd be able to do a bigger ritual on?
It would take a lot of time to bust through it.
Okay, probably not worth spending that time then. I do get 2 other questions. So what is being concealed here?
So as you're standing close to the house, you can kind of peek through the curtains a little bit, and you can tell that he has like blackout curtains, but it looks like this window is currently not all the way closed. And when you look in, you can see that there is basically a huge ritual that has been done and is set up in like a living room area. There are candles burning, but you don't see the figure currently, but you know that there could be ongoing magic in the house.
Does it look like the same kind of ritual that was being done back in that clearing to summon the shadow creature?
Similar, but not the same.
Does it remind me of anything else that I would have seen as far as large workings?
You would know it as another summoning kind of circle, but it's not the same kind of creature. And because you're not seeing the whole picture, you're not sure what it all contains.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll ask my final question. Where did it go? Just to see if he has left or if he is still here within the facility.
You're not sure if he has left. You can see like when you're looking through that curtain, it's a curtain. There is like some additional rooms towards the back of the house.
Okay.
But you're not sure if there's a back door. There probably is because of fire escapes and whatnot like that, because houses have to have more than one escape. But you don't know for sure if he's there.
Okay. I'll come back to the rest of the group, kind of like shaking the residual magic off of my fingertips and look at everyone. Right. Well, the only way to break the shielding is to get inside and destroy the focal point. I don't know what he's using as a focal point, but it is strong enough that I could break it from out here. It would be an enormous ritual and take a lot of time, and we don't have that kind of time. If this were like a longer siege situation, maybe, but not right now. Also, he's summoning something else.
Well, then
I don't know what.
Maybe we should set fire to his house and he'll have to come outside.
I was gonna say, why don't you 4 try to, get him out here, get him a little bit away from the door, and I'll try to sneak in, and I'll try to find it and break whatever it is.
There should be a back door or a window or something to go through.
Yeah, with the amount of locks that he had on this door, I'm guessing it's probably all pretty locked down. Yeah.
Probably, but if we keep him up here toward the front door, you might be able to go through the back door without being observed.
Yeah.
Shades of university.
If I can get him to get within eye and earshot of me, I might be able to dominate him into just walking outside.
It's really the only option that we have, so let's try this.
Hey, well, did anybody happen to see like Backstreet Boys CDs in his van? Maybe he's like a super fan. That could be useful.
I didn't notice.
Highly unlikely, but it could be.
I checked my pocket because I cleaned out that van.
Does
You cleaned it out?
Does Leysath have any Backstreet
Hell yeah.
Boys CDs?
Yes, I'm doing
everything
stuff,
in there.
and I've just put everything into
All of the trash?
Yes.
Everything.
Okay.
You're gonna have to. Oh, did you just spit take?
Yeah, and fucking went everywhere. Leysath stole trash.
Someone steal trash by its very nature.
Yes!
It's been discarded.
Yeah.
Good job, Danny.
Jesus
I'm so
Christ.
glad it was him and not me.
Well,
Sorry.
And don't apologize.
Don't you dare. You're
Don't
not
you dare.
sorry.
I'm not sorry at all. I'm sorry.
Are you sorry that you're not sorry?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Oh, Maker's mercy.
There were no Backstreet Boys CDs in this
Okay.
car. This car doesn't even have a CD player.
Okay,
More
well,
of an NSYNC man.
yeah, maybe. Well, then maybe if he's an NSYNC fan, maybe he'll want to come out and like beat you all up.
Yeah.
That works.
That's how. I mean, they're pretty violent, like haters against each other, right? Like if you're an NSYNC fan, you have to hate the Backstreet Boys, and if you're a Backstreet
In the
Boys,
90s?
well,
There was all
that-
those gang-related violent
yeah,
incidents.
the diehard fans carried that hatred all the way up to 2022.
Plus, this town stuck in the 90s.
Which,
so I mean,
which makes
they
this
though?
Backstreet Boys back cover even more convincing in
It's
the eyes of
perfect.
the
It's
authorities.
perfect. But either way, you four just need to figure out a way to get him out of the house, and I'll just sneak in and try to find whatever. What do you think it's gonna be, Misty? You got any ideas like how I'm gonna know it when I see it?
Is it something that would have to look magical, or could it be any mundane item?
It's gonna be more of like kind of like a podium thing holding something that would
Okay.
and it would look magical.
Okay. So if you see something that looks extremely magical sitting on a plinth, might be glowing, break it.
All right, I'll just shoot my shotgun. That should do it.
Sure. That would do it, I guess.
That's
It
the
depends
best I got.
Oh God. It depends on what it is, I guess. If you can find something heavy to smash it with, that would probably work better with
Okay.
fewer
Well,
chances of ricochet. Filbert.
Would you like a crowbar?
I do have a mallet. I got a mallet. Because I got a mallet and stakes for hunting vampires. So just...
I probably have exactly the same thing that is inside of what was in my car equipment.
I mean, that's pretty
Which
essential.
is all
It's
now in
kinda-
my sleeve.
Different vampire. You're okay, Silas.
Yeah, well, of course I always would have been.
You've literally changed into a mist and a dog right in front of Filbert. Just
Yeah, we've never talked about this. Like how?
Just throwing that out.
Wizard.
You okay, DP?
Dragonbait looks confused.
I'm currently playing. Is that gunshots or is that fireworks?
Ah,
Yeah,
that's my
fireworks.
favorite
That's
game.
Filbert.
It's a fun game.
Fireworks on February 18th, of course.
That's my favorite game when we're recording redacted reports. It's fun.
I think it was fireworks.
Surely it is.
But we should unpack this. I mean, what does Filbert think? Like, what does Filbert know? I mean, he's turned into a dog and definitely a smoke cloud.
It was.
And the bats.
It was. I mean, it was. It was hinted at a little bit last stream, but we've been kind of balls to the wall and haven't really had time to stop and unpack it anymore yet in character. I think it was between Leysath and Filbert, or maybe
let's-
Misty and Filbert.
I don't remember, but yeah, let's
Here's a crowbar.
Okay, I got a crowbar, a mallet, and my shotgun. One of these are gonna work. I'm gonna go hide in
Yes.
the bushes. You all just figure out a way to get him out here.
Cool.
I'll go hide.
Am I able to get close enough to the door to be able to knock?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, do I need to come out, knock, and then run?
Well, I mean, it was going to be that or throw a rock at his door.
Fair. No, you can get close enough to knock.
Okay.
You feel the magic like against your knuckles as you do it, but you still hit the door.
I'm sure it's incredibly unpleasant too.
Yeah, but it's not like it doesn't like hurt you.
So I'll look at the others. Right, everyone ready?
Yes.
Sorry, I was yawning.
Silas, I don't know if you'll be able to dominate through the shield, but if we can at least get him to take a few steps out.
To be honest, I don't necessarily need to dominate him at all. I'm naturally rather charming.
I'll let you do the talking then. I'll let you do the talking then, and I'll just like ball up a fist and wham on the door a couple of times.
I like that we didn't plan at all what the plan is, but let's do it.
Also, I love how you're just like, I'm gonna sneak in from the guy. Like, there's other ways to get to the house.
I thought they would pull him further out, and now I'm thinking that if
The
that
idea
doesn't
is
happen,
you're
I'm
going
gonna
to the
have to
back
go.
door.
Yeah,
You're
I'm gonna
going
have
to
to
the
go
back
find
door.
something. Yeah.
We already said that.
Yeah, we told you to go to the back door.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna hide in a bush.
Well,
It's a
there's
little
bushes
late for
around
this,
the
Filbert.
back.
Just go. Just
Yeah,
go.
the thing is, I just didn't look for a back door yet, but I guess I'll just do that in the motion of the plan.
I mean, a back door is not hard to find.
We're the Backstreet Boys,
babe.
not the Backdoor Boys.
You absolutely just heard yourself, didn't you?
I did. Tonight is bad.
Backdoor boys.
All right.
Okay, episode title: Backdoor Boys.
All right.
.. All right.
What's the subtitle?
We're playing.
Anyway, Filbert, you go sneak around the back door. Misty, you police knock on the front door.
That's the only way to get someone to wake up at 1 a.m.
Yeah, and you see you see movement in the house, and it looks like somebody walks like from downstairs, and they flip on the porch light, and you hear them unlock all of the locks, and they open the door, and there's this little old lady standing there.
I'm going to step back and let Silas take the lead on this one.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm really sorry to bother you at this late hour, but I'm Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys, and our tour bus is broken down just down the street a little ways, and we was kind of hoping that you.
Gerundu, you've killed Adam.
I'm good. I almost threw up. I thought I was gonna throw up.
We was kind of hoping we could maybe borrow some like jumper cables, or see if you've got any kind of stuff in your garage we can use. Would just be very briefly, take some stuff and be on our way, ma'am. If you'd like to help us.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
I'm Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys, and here are some of my bandmates. You might remember us from the 90s. We were pretty popular, but unfortunately we've fallen on some pretty hard times in recent years. Just not quite as popular as we used to be, which is why we're touring. We were actually booked to play Skate Town tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. I'm AJ McLean. Nice to meet you. Surely, you know, don't be playing games with my heart. You know, it was a real hit a couple of years ago. Surely you can help us just so we can get out of here. You know, we don't want to bother you any more than you want us to bother you. We just need some help.
Yeah, come on, ma'am, please. We're absolutely desperate.
I could call you guys a tow truck.
Surely you can just help. We can just get right out of here. Is there anyone else in the house maybe that could help us speed this whole process up? I mean, we want to get out of here just as much as you want us to get out of here.
No, it's just me. Let me see what I have in the garage. And she starts to lead you back to the garage that's just on the side of the house.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna start to try to get into the back door.
Okay. You just gonna crowbar it?
You gonna pick some locks?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pick the lock first, and if that doesn't go well, we'll go to Plan B with the crowbar.
Okay.
Breaks the window with a jimmy.
Well, no, Leysath does also have the pick locking stuff. That
Yeah, I gave you the lock picks. You still have those in your pocket because I didn't take them back. Because I still had it in my head that you'd need those for the car.
Yeah. So if that works, I'd rather do that than use a crowbar and make a bunch of noise.
Sure, you can use lock picks. You do see that there's like a deadbolt and things on the door. So you'll have to do like 2 pickings.
That's what we call it in the lock picking works. You'll have to do
The
2
old duel.
2 pickings.
I mean, those are some slim pickings.
God damn it!
What in the wide world of sports?
When I finally crack these, can I peek in and see what room this leads into?
Sure. So you manage to get the 2 locks, and you go to open the door, and there's one of those chain locks too.
God damn it! I'll
Of course.
That one I'll just. I don't think it'd be too loud. I'd just like push it up. Those things never seemed like they would do anything to me. You know what I mean? Like they seem so fragile that I think I could just kind of like push the door in real hard and break it. At least that's what I'm hoping I can do.
I think with the tools that Leysath has given you and everything, you could probably break in.
Yeah, maybe just take the crowbar and like yank it down real hard. Hit my hand pretty good right there.
Sure. You yank it down real hard and it enters into a kitchen.
Okay. I'm going to start to try to make it to the center of the house, like more inwards into the house, because Misty mentioned that it's probably, like a central thing that's like, in the middle of the house. So if I don't see it in the middle area on the downstairs, I'll start making my way upstairs.
Okay. So as you're making it through the kitchen, it's very dark and you're walking and the floor is kind of sticky. There's not a lot of lights on in this house right now. And you slowly start to make your way. Is there anything you want to do before you leave the main floor?
No, I think I'll have my shotgun out.
Okay.
And
oh, by the way, it smells god awful in this house.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? Okay, no, I just got my shotgun out, and I'm just, if I don't see it in kind of the central area of the main floor, I'll just start heading upstairs.
Okay. You do see the circle that Misty told you about when she looked through the window. There's nothing glowing besides like candlelight in here right now. The walls, from where you can see them, are like they're like bright red.
Like glowing? Or like...
No. From the candlelight, you could tell the color is bright red.
No, God, please, no!
Okay.
No!
I don't know what that means. I don't think Filbert would either.
It's blood. It's
okay,
blood.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, for some reason in my head I was picturing like glowing, not just candlelight. Okay, all right, lots of blood.
Raspberry jam.
Yeah. Oh man, strawberry jam. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Heading up. I'm kind of moving kind of fast too, because I don't know how long they can hold this person's attention.
So as you go up, you feel everything is very sticky and everything like that. You manage to get upstairs, and the smell is worse up here.
Okay, that's probably good. I'll pull my hoodie up a little bit above my nose and get my shotgun ready and try to find. Usually it's harder to find in the upstairs, like, I don't know. It's not as obvious to like orient yourself, but yeah, I'm gonna try to find the central mass.
There are 4 doors, probably like 3 bedroom and the bathroom. It's basically like a little hall, like a landing, and there are like 4 doors at each corner of the room of this landing.
I kind of start to like police sweep where I'll go to the one closest to my right, open the door, kind of peek in, see if I see any big glowing magical sacrificial art altars, and if not, just keep going to the next.
Okay.
Doing a sweep.
The first room is just a like clean bedroom. The next room with nothing really in it. It looks like there's a bed. Somebody looks like they might have been sleeping there. The next room you get to has a like an altar in the middle of the room.
There we go.
And I think that maybe this is where it is. And it is glowing, but there is carnage all around it. There is gore and everything all around the altar.
Is there something on the altar, or do I think it's the altar itself?
There's a bowl on the altar that's kind of glowing faintly.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the altar and does it seem like it's made out of stone or wood or?
It looks like it's something that's easy to break.
Yeah, I was gonna kick it over and then pull out I'm going between mallet or crowbar. I'm gonna go with crowbar for this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start to smash.
Okay, so you start to smash.
Hulk smash.
And you could smash things pretty easily, and you start smashing this altar. From the outside of all of you guys, it doesn't look like anything has happened to the outside because you can't like really see it. But you can hear a little bit of the noise upstairs as Filbert starts to smash, and she goes, "Oh no, what was that?"
I must have just been in the wind. How about you show me the meaning of being lonely?
I don't know.
While he's distracting her with terrible singing.
No, he sounds like Nick Carter. I'm sure it's great.
Oh, it's beautiful. I want to see if I can detect any. I want to basically detect magic to see if this is Mark disguising himself as this little old lady.
Okay, roll magic.
Okay. Cool. That's a 14, my dude.
Oh yeah, this is not a little old lady.
Kind of.
All right.
It probably wasn't.
I figured, but I want to make sure before we go like Hulk smash. So now that she's clear of the house and everything, I want to trap her, him, it.
Sure.
Use magic to basically throw up a cylinder of magic around him.
Okay.
And because I have the practitioner, I can use I can take a +1 to use magic when I trap a specific person, creature, or monster.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a 7 base, 10, 11.
Yeah, you easily trap this person. They had their back to you a little bit, so it wasn't like they could see you doing your hand motions. And then they almost like bump into your force field, and they look at you and was like, "Well,
evening.
Good evening." And they shift back into looking like Mark.
No,
hey, Mark.
I'll look over at that Silas. I think you can drop the glamour.
The Backstreet Boys.
Do I have
really?
to?
It's a little easier to have a serious conversation that way, yes.
You have all the more reason to keep it up.
Granddad, I swear to God.
So, that was Durundu, not Silas. Who gets it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Dropped. Everybody looks like everybody should.
Even Filbert in the house.
Right. Well, I think you've got some splaining to do, friend.
I don't think I have to explain shit.
We were brought here and then had our memories wiped. We didn't.
That was fun.
We didn't exactly want to be here. We didn't exactly plan to be here. You brought us in here against our will. So yes, actually, you do have some splaining to do.
I didn't bring you here.
No.
No. I believe Ashford brought you here.
Oh, fucking Ashford.
I just Shadow. Wow. I'm maintaining concentration on the spell, but I just like give Leysath a holy shit kind of look.
Silas sort of looks at her and goes, "How about I see if we can take you to explore the limits of physical and mental pain. And then after we've been on that little journey and had a pleasant little sojourn through the very depths of human experience, you might be more forthcoming with some answers. How would you like that trip, Mark? I've booked tickets."
What a boring name. Listen. You pissed off somebody. A lot, apparently. Enough to try and wipe out a town. Mark. The stoner guy that I'm in. Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I was just doing a job.
And who are you?
It's not important, is it?
Yeah, it kind of is.
Well, I want to shoot this guy in the stomach with this
No,
crossbow.
no.
I don't like this guy at all.
Roll to kick some ass.
He's possessed.
No, I said I want to.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Shadow audibly said, "I want to shoot this guy in the stomach."
Yeah, well, this
Look, Mark, you're about to lose your fucking shell if you don't chill out for a second.
I can get another one. This town is full of them.
Are you sure? I've killed things like you before. How do you know that you'll be able to handle this? These aren't normal arrows, Mark.
Have you killed things like me before, or have you just sent them back?
I'm a hunter. I don't miss my mark.
God damn it.
That is kind of a badass line. You can't deny that.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was fucking great.
I'm going to glance over at Leysath, actually, and see, and like, is this something more along your side of things? Your opposites?
What do I know about this? Does this feel?
You felt darkness before. It's similar to how you felt in the hotel. Not the same, obviously. But similar to the shadow demon that you guys helped alleviate from the fucked up church.
Does have a rather demonic sort of presence. You know, I do still have that ornate cross in my pocket.
Oh, yes. Let's see how you like that, shall we?
Or trinket.
We piss off a lot of people. What do you want with this town?
Nothing. I'm doing a job.
And what is the job?
Usual.
Darkness, my old friend.
What's the job then?
I've come to talk with you again.
Sorry. I don't have to tell you anything. Caught me twice now. This is very impressive. Though the Backstreet Boys was a new touch to our little game.
Well, it's about time to quit playing games.
With
because
your
we've
heart?
got it going on.
With your heart, is that what we're going in? You're not the Backstreet Boys.
So you do know the Backstreet Boys. So you lied to us when you were an old lady. You're a fucking liar, Mark. How does that feel?
I'm
Fucking
sorry, but
course
that's
I'm
all I
a
have to
fucking
give.
liar. I'm a fucking demon.
You're about to be drowning, and that makes you larger than life.
I want to think really hard on this thing that he said about catching him a second time.
Yeah.
When did we catch a demon before? Was it just the shadow demon?
No.
Or is he talking about catching him in the box?
Nope. He's
Oh, okay.
talking about when you lost your memories, but you wouldn't know that.
Ah. Oh, look at that.
That little nifty memory spell is pretty fun.
Not particularly. Actually.
Why did you just remove our memories? You could have just sent us back.
Because it's fun to play with you. And the spider told me to have some fun.
You really shouldn't mess with us.
I think I might see if I can have a word with some of my friends from the Nether Realms. And see if I can find out your name.
Oh.
Who are you contacting?
Let's say.
And how do you do
let's
that?
let's
Is
make
there
it easy. Let's make it easier on you, and we'll say it's a demon of some description that Silas has had communion with in the past. So before, perhaps even before he was a vampire.
Probably at one of Crowley's parties.
Yeah, exactly. So let's. I don't know. We'll pull Pazuzu.
Damn!
Make it easy, sure.
I'll
Are you
also.
Are you summoning him?
I don't.
No, more sort of making
A phone call?
Phone call, yeah. A magical phone
And he's got to go like this the entire time. Hold his pinky and his thumb to his ear and his mouth. By the way, this whole time, like, just however the timeline fits, as soon as I smash it, once I realize I'm no longer looking like a Backstreet Boy, I'm gonna like start heading back whenever I can, whenever that fits in.
Okay. As you start walking down the stairs, you start hearing growling.
Oh fuck. From down or behind?
It sounds like it's coming from the shadows around you.
I now, knowing like the glamour has dropped, I'm obviously knowing that their glamour has dropped and something's going on. I'm going to start just running.
Okay.
Like, I got it. Guys, I smashed it. I smashed it.
Can you roll for me act under pressure?
Yeah, I guess I can. Ooh. Let's see. Rolled a 4. Let's pull up the old stat sheet. See what I can do with that.
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah.
Nothing. Tra-la-la.
No. Yeah. So I do. So I've got a thing called. I've read about this sort of thing. I've read about shadow growls, where I can use sharp instead of cool when I do act under pressure. However,
shadow growls.
Yeah. However, that would still only get me to 6. So it doesn't fucking matter.
So mark experience.
Hey,
you're very close to leveling up, buddy.
One. Do you? So
Are
that's
all
my
your
last
boxes
box to
filled?
fill in.
Yeah, so you'll level up after
Okay.
this, basically.
Okay.
You feel a shove from behind you and you take a fall down the stairs.
Shit.
You tuck and roll. You take like 1 harm. It's not like a huge amount. But you can see like this mass of shadows starting to like crawl down the stairs towards you.
Oh, fuck me. I'm gonna try to get to my feet and haul ass. I think I'm gonna be aiming back towards the back door, because I think that would be faster than trying to deal with all the fucking locks on the front door in case... I don't know what's going on with the front door, so I'm gonna keep back heading towards the back door.
Yeah, you run towards the back of the door, and you're able to get out pretty easily. You do slide in the kitchen a little bit, but you make it out the back door.
Okay.
And you guys do hear the falling down the stairs, and he goes,
"Oh no, that's embarrassing. I definitely didn't know."
"Oh, you got one of your friends in my house, huh?"
Can't predict everything, can you?
No, but I'm sure he'll have lots of fun with what's in there.
And what might be in there?
Who knows?
Leysath wants to go.
Okay, back to Pazuzu over here. You're calling your demon friend.
Pazuzu, confirm my troth with thee. My will inspire with secret sperm of subtle free, creating fire. Pazuzu, I summon thee, friend of demons.
After you are talking and you hear the voice in your head going, Silas.
Yeah,
You
sorry.
don't have, every time you do this, you don't have to go through all the whole ritual.
I'm sorry.
I know it's very showman of you. Why are you
Pazzy.
calling during tea time?
Pazzy, my old chum.
Yes.
I run into a spot of bother up here in Missouri. We've run.
Why are you there, old friend? What the hell?
Quite frankly, I'm buggered if I know, but we've sort of lost our memory, and there's some demon chap here who's
Demon chap.
Yes, he's brainwashed us a lot, made us lose some stretch of time from our memory. He's been engaging in blood sacrifice. I was just wondering if perhaps you might help me identify him so I can really fuck him up with his name.
Okay, Silas, there are lots of demons that could do that. You know that. I know that.
Yes, but you know you're the best at this.
Oh,
sort of
I
thing,
am the
Pazzy.
best, but I'm in the middle of tea.
Pazzy, come on.
Also,
come on.
why
I'll owe you a
haven't
solid.
been answering my invites? What is happening?
Well, I've been rather busy. You see, there's been a series of threats to my life recently, and we've sort of had to deal with that.
Threats to your life?
Yes, the spider. We've taken to calling him
The
Lord Jeff Fuckhead.
spider? What the fuck have you gotten yourself into?
Well, I think we've just sort of
Oh,
bubbled around
wait,
killing
wait,
things and then-
hold on. You got a new gang. You're saying we?
Yes, there's a few of us. Yes.
All right. Listen, I can't tell you anything without seeing this man. So I will be there in 2 shakes.
Okay, Pazzy. Well, I look forward to seeing you.
You
It's been a
hear
while.
in the background though, you're like, "No, you're not. You're not leaving." And he's like, "I will be right back. I promise." And he's like, "Every time you get with that Silas, you never come back right away." It's fine. I won't be there too.
Give my love to your beautiful wife.
Yeah. And there's a disconnection. Honestly, he's there like that, and he's standing next to you.
Well, you took your time.
It took my time. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
Anyway, and he looks at the man. And he's like, "Stupid demon. Oh, you don't need his name to fuck him up."
Oh no, he's just talking a very big
no.
game.
They always do. You know that.
Well, that's why I thought I'd call in somebody who is the big game.
Yeah, he's not even second tier. Fuck his shit up. Don't even worry about it. Take him home, torture him. Tell me how it goes.
Well, I
Also,
tell you what, I'll set up a scrying orb for you. You can live stream it.
that would very much please the wife. If it makes you feel better, the body
Yes.
is no longer with us.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Yeah.
makes things rather a lot less complicated. Fantastic. Well, Pazzy, I do rather owe you one, I suppose.
Oh, yes,
You'll
you
have
do.
you'll have to pop round sometime. I've got a rather nice little pad up in Louisville. There was some rather grisly murders committed there a while ago. But that just sort of makes it all the more ambient, really.
Silas,
Yes.
I'm looking over your group a little bit.
Yes.
When did this happen? And he points to Leysath.
Oh.
Hello.
1915 or so?
Was that after or before our last party?
Well, when was the last party now? It would have been before, because I distinctly remember having come back from the war, because I was married then. And, yes, well, this is my great-granddaughter, actually. Say hello, Misty. This is Pazzy. This is an old friend.
And Missy's just like, she's maintaining the spell, but just like,
this guy looks like a person. He doesn't look like a demon. He's not like 6'5" and like hulking. He's looks like a normal person in a business suit.
Okay.
Got a good looking group here, Silas. Yeah. I do have to leave because if I am not back, my wife will
Yes, she will, won't she? Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
So have fun.
Say no more. Say no more. I really appreciate the help. It's been far too long, and we should really do this again sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
You should come for
around
dinner.
Yes, I'm sure you two will have a lot to discuss.
Yes.
I'll think about it.
I'll mediate. It'll be fine.
Also, I don't
We'll go
know...
to Chili's. There.
What the fuck is a Chili's?
Oh,
Also,
you're in for a
Silas,
treat,
you said
Pazzy.
something about a spider?
Yes. Some... I don't know exactly what he is. A demon, extra-dimensional entity, minor godling, but he goes by the spider.
Well,
if you hear anything
we
on the
started-
grapevine, if you'd let me know.
We started calling him the Spider. Also,
Is
Lord Jeff Fuckhead.
There's somebody called the Director works underneath him.
Director?
Yeah, so there's been some business. We were trapped in
Listen,
a hotel.
we'll get
We'll
caught
talk
up
about
on
it
this.
later.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. You have things to do. I have things to do. We will get caught up here in. Time works so differently. We'll figure it out. I'll pencil you in. And
I won't be dying anyways anytime soon. So yes, so take care.
he just all of a sudden like disappears.
What's Mark been doing this whole time?
He's in the thing. And he's like,
yeah.
I bet he's shitting himself.
Yeah, he's a little. It's like, oh no.
Well. Your balls have shrunk somewhat, haven't they, Mark? Or whatever your name is.
Now listen. I was just having some fun.
No, I don't think I will listen.
Died.
Is there a way that I can like constrict the holding to like press in around him?
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah,
You
so
just like
it's
squeeze around him.
Yeah, so as Silas says, no, I don't think we will listen. The thing starts to constrict him.
Well, come on. It was all just a little bit of fun. No one got hurt.
Really?
I think you're about to get hurt. And it is a little bit of fun, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Wait, clip that laugh, because I want to use that somewhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, he's terrified.
Good.
You just summoned a very high-powering demon. Just like that, No blood sacrifice, no nothing.
Yeah, I don't think I don't
We've
think he
got pet
realized.
names for each other.
Yeah, I don't think he realized that we are actually people that make them that make the spider nervous.
Yeah, and so now you have a demon. What do you guys want to do?
I think I'd quite like to put him in the oubliette.
Okay,
That
you
sounds
can
lovely.
definitely do that. You start to hear sirens, as if maybe the neighbors noticed some shit happening in the front yard of this house.
Right.
Oh, right. I thought we were in the garage, but all right.
It's time to Backstreet Boy the fuck out of here, I think.
Yeah, I imagine by this point I've spilled out from
Yes.
the back door and kind of regrouped with them, and I'm
Filbert
pointing
is
back.
covered in blood.
There's a shadow monster.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. It punched me right here. I got a black eye from falling down the stairs. It punched me real good, but I got away. It's okay.
Silas pulls a handkerchief out of his.
I mean, it's a black eye. Ow, ow, that's a bruise. You don't.
No, what? Look at your.
Stop,
your poor face.
Quit poking my bruise, please.
What did this to you, Filbert? I'm going to kill it immediately.
It's a big shadow thing. It growled. It sounded scary. Chased me down the stairs. I slid down the banister real cool, and then ran out the door.
One of your little pets, you jumped up little bastard, is it? Hey, directed at the.
Yeah, he smirks a little bit.
Oh, it's not an asshole.
Oh, that's funny, is it? That's
Leysath
funny, is it?
Pops out her
Misty,
wings.
show him what's funny.
You pop out your wings, and he's like, "Okay."
She's angry.
Yeah, I know. He's a little bit of a shit. Like,
I could tell.
yeah. So he's probably not as intimidated by you as he probably should be. He's very intimidated by Silas because of Pazuzu.
Are there van keys anywhere that are accessible and findable?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
Then
on him. Like, you can just pull him off.
Cool. Then I'm going to recommend that we load this bastard into the van and start making our way back home, or at least somewhere that they're not sirens.
Somewhere where we're not
nearby.
immediately going to get arrested for like the whatever grisly bloodbath scene is inside that house.
Should we be concerned about what may happen to the officers of the law if they go into this home?
All three of them.
How far away is this house from other houses?
What if we just literally actually just burned the house down? They're not likely to go in while it's on fire.
I didn't see
it wouldn't
anyone
be
else.
the first time. I mean,
yeah.
How close is this house to other houses?
They're not like bumped up to each other. Like, you think if you could set it on fire, it wouldn't like catch another
If you
house on fire.
think you could, you know who you're talking to.
Unless you breeze.
I just pull my wand out and like flick a fire missile at the open front door.
I'll let you know.
That's fine,
No one else was in there, so you're good to just burn it down.
Yep.
Yeah,
Except the shadow
no one
monster.
else was in there.
That's definitely one of my relatives right there. Let's be feet.
Yeah,
shall we,
you set
hey?
the house on fire. Easily.
Fuego.
Yes. As the shepherd said to the other shepherd, let's get the flock out of here.
You hear ungodly wailing.
Good.
Does it sound humanoid or does it sound shadow beasty?
It sounds beasty.
Cool.
Excellent.
Burn the fucker down.
Backstreet's back, motherfucker.
You set it on fire, you load this asshole up into the van, and you leave.
Yeah, I want to like get to a point where we're well away from the sirens because I do need to still get my tires fixed because I am not driving back to Louisville with my tires held together by vampire breath.
I will say that you guys limp to like the next town over so that you can get your tires fixed.
There we go.
And you get out of that town.
We never got down went to Skate Town.
All right, and then the plan is to make our way back to Louisville to get this thing into the oubliette so Silas can have some fun.
Yes.
And I'm just like constantly recasting the trapping.
I think we have
I'm not
questions
selfish
too.
about it. Anybody can come round and have a go.
Yeah. And I think That's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Is this the end of the
This is the end of the adventure.
Yay!
So now we get to answer our question.
Okay.
Well, the real question, DB, is can you ever truly escape Boulder Springs?
That's true. And you said
Apparently
so
not.
many different names, Jeremy, for this town.
Isn't it Boulder Springs, Missouri?
No.
El Dorado
Springs.
Why is it in my notes? It said Boulder Springs at the start of the last episode. I said that
in the
no one
recap.
corrected me. No one.
Well, because I just thought it was a fucked up bad note.
Bit.
I could
It
sort
wasn't
of see
a
like
bit.
a.
It's called memory loss. It's a serious thing. It affects millions of Americans every year. Millions
It's
of people
not a
across
joke,
the
Dragon
globe.
Bait.
I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
I could see a chain of thought that might have led you there. Like
Yeah.
El Dorado, Colorado, Boulder.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
Sure, Boulder, Colorado.
No corrections.
Question 1: did we conclude the current mystery?
hell yeah, we
Yes.
did.
Check. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
The whole town? The whole town? The whole town.
I guess so. Yeah.
We saved a lot of people. He was ready to kill everyone.
Yeah.
We saved Mark. I could have shot his ass.
Well,
no, Mark's
Mark
dead.
is dead.
Mark is dead.
Oh, I should have shot him then.
Yeah.
Well, now that we know,
we held
You
back
can.
until
You
we
can come
found
around
out.
sorts of things to him.
Shadow
Yeah.
can come round Silas's house and shoot into the oubliette anytime. he
Any
likes.
time of the week.
we get to exercise all of our torture fantasies with absolutely none of the consequences of torturing a human.
So we've already got enough yes marks. However, we'll go ahead and go down and finish. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
That Silas is friends with him.
Yeah.
The Babylonian demon Azuzu.
Also that we have pissed the spider off enough that he's starting to actively fuck with us.
Yeah. I mean,
more so.
Yeah. Last thing, did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? Silas's
He has
friends.
Pazuzu
on speed dial. Yeah.
Basically, yes.
I think we got them all. So it says if you answer 1 or 2 yes answers, mark 1. Mark 1 experience. If you answer 3 or 4, mark 2. So I think we would get that too, right?
Yes.
So and I leveled from that falling. I leveled up from falling down the stairs, which is fucking fun.
I mean, it's not unlike the Delta Green method of leveling up. We learn from our mistakes. You get a check when you fuck up something.
Yes. So yeah, you leveled up. You'll have 2 extra boxes because you leveled up after.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it stacks.
So
Anybody else who leveled up?
Nope.
Nope.
Off.
So next adventure, I'll just say what I got.
I'm too off.
Yeah, you could just text me what you decide to do, and we'll get it figured out. That's fine.
Okay.
Thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry you didn't
I
get to
did.
go to Skate Town.
Oh yeah, that's kind of sad.
You kept us away from there.
I didn't do shit.
Bullshit.
You had a job to do.
You kept us away from there.
You could have killed Mark and gone to Skate Town.
We could have, but we try not to kill innocent humans.
But you
We had
found
an
out that
oubliette
he
once.
And then we found out, but now
You
we're on
can
like
go
5
back
ways.
if you want to.
Yeah, Leysath,
Oh, we're totally going back.
Leysath has been here, so now Leysath
I'm
can
gonna
vamp us.
vamp into a dentist's
Well,
bathroom.
I will take us to the dentist's office one at a time. It'll be fine.
EB
Silas
enjoyed
got,
Skate Town in real life. Like, there's no. You did.
Oh, I did not.
You've never been to
Silas
Skate
got Ed
Town.
Sheeran
I
money.
have been to Skate Town, but because I can't skate, I didn't get to enjoy it. I almost broke my arm there.
But you've been there.
You've been
Yes.
in that holy
Of course
ground.
I've been there.
I think Silas
He
is gonna
always
have to
prays
use-
towards Skate Town.
He's going to have to use some of that Ed Sheeran money to get Skate Town moved brick by brick to Louisville.
Just into the backyard of Filbert. Oh God! All
Walk
right.
straight up the stairs from the bunker straight into Skate Town.
Thank you everybody for joining us. If you like what we're doing, I don't know why you would. Please consider becoming a patron so that we can keep making shows like this. We are currently raising money to put on a convention this year. I don't know if the dates are confirmed yet, Adam.
So the we got the dates locked in, and unfortunately, it was yesterday afternoon. I told him to go ahead and just write up the new quote for the new weekend, and then this morning he said, "Okay, I'm gonna start working on that now." And I didn't hear back from him, and it's the weekend, so. But
Yes, that's
we
fair.
know that the date's available. So, I mean, that date's locked in. It's going to be not October 7th weekend. It is going to be September 23rd to the 25th.
Yes. Works for me. Yeah, let's go around, tell everybody where you can find you guys, and we can... I stopped the show? I don't know.
You didn't know where you're going with that.
It's fine.
No. So I'm gonna look at the stream. Let's start with Jeremy. You're right next to me.
All right. Hey, I'm Jeremy. I've been playing Shadow, and you can find me on Eclipse, where I am the Dungeon Master. You can find me on Doom Clock, where I play Theodore Copper. We're about to end that pretty soon here. You can find me on Dice Talk along with Gerundu, where we interview a whole bunch of awesome content creators and podcasters and other people within the tabletop hobby. And pretty soon you can find me on a show on the Nerd Asylum called Spirit, which is also a Monster of the Week show, and that'll be starting in close to a month or so.
Yep. And we'll go directly over to Gerundu.
That's me.
Yes.
Hi everybody. You can find me all over the network, really. I'm on here as Silas Lancaster. You can find me on Shitty Cowboys going live tomorrow. Right here on this here channel, where I played Jambalaya Pendergrass, who's recently found out that he's a daddy.
What?
I thought you were going into your NBA voice right there. I forgot about that too.
I launched straight back into NBA, which is coming back at the end of this month. We'll be live Monday nights in the Modris Bloodspot Arena with my broadcast partner, Razor McGirth. I'm also Jerry Higgins in a few things, and I hang around doing this voice, which is really fun. If you want to hear my horrible jokes and terrifying laugh in person, please back the Kickstarter for the con, because the better it does, the more likely I am to be there in person, shaking hands, kissing babies, and all that good stuff, and pushing Philbert down the stairs or whatever else. Yeah.
No, more like standing behind Philbert and creepily breathing his hair.
God, well,
Yeah.
if this happens and you make it over, we have got to do a Philbert Silas cosplay.
Yes. We'll go down to Tiana.
Hi, I'm Tiana. I'm here on the network as, of course, Misty Charlotte Palladino. Here, I am also Isolt Argry over on Crits and Knits as the paladin that Danny's trying very hard to hit and having a difficult time with.
Fucking paladins, man.
24 AC, baby. 24 AC.
Fuck off.
She let me have plate armor and a fuck off shield. So
yeah.
Partly why I like playing Reggie so much.
Yeah. I'm most commonly found over on Quest and Chaos, which is twitch.tv/Quest and Chaos, where I play on Monday nights with the Swords and Sages group. We played Paranoia this last Monday, and this Monday we're going to be playing a one-page TTRPG written by our own Alondra Heilman, also known as Lady Bedivere. Let's see, I am also playing as part of the Chaos Agents on Tuesday nights, where I'm one of the two sane people as part of the group, as my 17-year-old sorcerer is a Sangiovese. Life is getting real difficult for this poor girl. And then next Saturday, we are going to be returning with Call of Cthulhu. We're going to be starting to play Children of Fear, as headed up by our own Ezra, which I'm very excited about. I'm also the editor, producer, and one of the players on the Redacted Reports, which is a Delta Green podcast. New episode dropped last Wednesday, and we're going to have another one next Wednesday. Things are getting These are getting spicy for our agents. We've had all the lore dumps. Now it's time for the action.
And we'll shift over to Danny.
Hello, I am Danny. You can find me all over the internet as Danielle Lanois. You can find me here. I play on Crits and Knits as the DM, which is a lot of fun. I'm having way too much fun with this new show, so check us out on every other Wednesday. I am also part of the creative disasters on that's pretty crafty. Look, I'm still wearing the band-aid, man. we are the disaster creatives. That's what I called this the other day, and it works. You can also find me, of course, here as Leysath. You can find me on Doom Clock playing Gwyn, and you can also listen to me on Eclipse, where I play Whiskey, the Halfling Wizard.
Awesome. And then we'll go over to Adam, who probably has a lot.
Yeah, well, really, so one thing, this stream was sponsored by Tabula Sono, so if you don't know about Tabula Sono, it's a virtual tabletop system where it kind of brings back that feeling of sitting around a table and playing tabletops. You know, you guys remember, right? Back in 2019, playing around a table where there's like a grid paper and a DM could just draw maps up and you could throw minis down. And it kind of brings that back.
I'm sad now.
Yeah, and it's
but I don't have to be because of Tabula Sono.
Yeah, exactly, right? And it's in Kickstarter right now. They've already met their goal, but there's a lot of really cool stretch goals. So just head over to Kickstarter and search for Tabula Sono. And we'll also be doing a Tabula Sono stream 1 week from today, next Friday. I'm going to be hosting just kind of a combat heavy dungeon crawl where I can really just draw up maps on the fly and throw some minis on the table and see who we can kill.
Well, you're a brother.
And then other than that, of course, GooseCon 2022, we are looking at September 23rd to the 25th. In the Cincinnati, Ohio. It's going to be at the Duke Energy Convention Center. We are about a quarter of our goal, only 4 days in, so I'm very hopeful it's gonna fund. I actually know like 200 to 300 worth of pledges that are in the wings about to happen too. So I'm very hopeful that it's gonna happen. So make sure you grab your badges, or if you can't make it, just sponsor a table or sponsor the event. There's a lot of different options for you, even if you can't make it to the convention in person. And yeah, just make sure that this awesome convention happens, and then we can make it a new annual tradition where we will just have I think we're up to 17 people on the network now. You can just come and hang out with all 17 of us and go to live shows, go to panels, rub elbows, play some games with us. It'll be a lot of fun. So make sure you check that out. And I'm just going to plug Lore and Pour because me and Trenda are about to do a Lore and Pour after this.
Yes.
Well.
Yeah, so check out Lore and Pour. It's like drunk history meets D&D lore, and it's a lot of fun. And I just get drunk with a different guest every week and get them a topic. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So check it out.
And I am your Keeper Creeper Dragonbait. You could find me here where I am your storyteller. You could find me also on Crits and Knits as a rogue. And I am also one half of the Disaster Crafters. With Danny for That's Pretty Crafty. We are gonna have a booth at GooseCon where we will sell some of our disasters. I hope not the disasters. We're gonna try and make nice things for you guys.
We're gonna bring the disasters too, though.
Well, we're gonna bring them.
I actually would rather buy the disasters. I think that'd be very fun.
Yeah. We will sell our good stuff. We'll sell the disasters. You can have whatever you want.
I am also over on the Nerd Asylum, where I am in several different shows. I'm in NA by Night. I am a storyteller for Anthropocene. I am in the new Avatar show that we have going on right now. And also, I will also be in Spirit with Jeremy. And then I have another podcast that is not related to any of these two networks, 20-Sided Adventures, where I play Space Princess. So yeah. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, that reminds me, we've got a couple podcasts and a couple streams that are being chatted about on the network. So fuck us, I guess.
Shocking answer.
Just you do not have social media.
You do not have the ability to say no, my friend. And I say this knowing that I will probably get roped into one of these.
Yeah.
Same.
His ideas. I'm the one gets roped into them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
When do you sleep, Gerundo? That's my question.
What is a sleep? I don't.
We're
I don't
gonna
understand.
raid. I just found a group that's playing a TTRPG I've never heard of, which means that we should probably raid them and let you all see what it's about. So. Have fun. Thank you guys for watching. And if you're listening to a podcast, you're amazing. Leave us a 5-star rating review,
We
please.
love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop.
We have rated.
Yeah.
Stop.